Hi, my name is Rek-Rah, and I'm doing a presentation on how to slick shear a sheep. So first, you will need to gather your materials. What you will need is a garden hose, spray nozzle, soap dispenser, if possible, Dawn dish soap, a sheep stand, extension cord, shears with oil and the right blade, halter, shag comb, conditioner, pink oil, blower, sheep blanket, hoof trimmers, and shag rags. To get your shears ready, you will, I'm not sure if you can see, but there's a hole that says oil. That's where you put the oil so then the motor does not burn up. And also you put oil along the blade so that it can cut through the wool nice. You also make sure there's no dirt and stuff in here or here. They're like vent type things. And the tension is right, otherwise again it'll burn up your motor. So, getting your sheep ready, you will need your hose, your spray nozzle, and your Dawn dish soap. So first you will rinse the sheep off with the water. Then you will soap it and scrub it really well. Then you will rinse it and make sure all the soap is out. Then you will blow it out, but make sure it's still moist, because if it's not moist enough but not too moist, or if it's not moist enough or if it's too moist, it'll burn up the motor on your shears. And so start shearing on body. So you start towards the back end of the sheep, then you work your way up the side of it. Then you go down along the side, kind of start on the belly. Do that on both sides. And also you go down on the sheep and go down to about the hock, which is where it's like a kneecap on the other side for a sheep on the back leg. That comes out, like an elbow actually. And go down to about there and the knee on the front legs. And then just leave it. And then go up around the neck and then do the head. You might have to take the sheep off the stand to do the head. It depends how your stand is, but most stands will have it like that. And then for the legs, you will need to start blending. So it's like you kind of just, it goes from shortest to it just gets longer until it's like the mane of the shag. And then you will blow conditioner and pink oil into it. The conditioner, it just helps with putting back in that lanolin without all the dirt and grime, and keeping the hide safe and protected. And the pink oil is to make the shag look nice and pretty and make it just poof, make it look a lot better for shows. And for trimming feet, you do need to trim feet every time before a show. I suggest you do it before you put them in pasture if you're just trimming them for summer. But for that, yeah, it's just kind of suggested. Best if you do it. Are there any questions?
What are the shag rags for?
So you put the shag rags around their legs to keep it protected from dirt and sawdust, and just to keep kind of like that poof on there. And so then when you pull it off, it's clean and everything ready to go. You might have to comb it again. Because, you'll have to comb down. If you want to, poof it up and then go down. It'll just make it look better a little bit. But that's just to keep it on there, keep it better. But you might have to do it again. But
What is shag?
Shag is like the hairish, woolish on their legs. Like kind of like where our shin would be. And it just, in the clubland world, it looks better on a sheep. It makes them look, I guess, like their legs are thicker. It also, I think it like with all the products in it, it looks pretty well. It just kind of gives that sheep an extra touch, I guess, how I would put it.
So you use that sheep and goat conditioner spray to protect them from what?
From like bugs, like bugs, bug bites, fungus, and things like that, like ringworm, that type of thing. That's a type of fungus. And that's also, this is like a fungus repellent. So that helps with it too. But it just stops them from getting sick.
Do you have to, is it okay to use cold water from the garden hose?
You can, but it's better to use warm because with the lanolin that is in their wool, it's grimy and dirty. So warm water is best to melt it away, is how I would say. And it just, all of it just comes out and then it's clean. Then you can actually see white wool.
Do you just oil your clippers one time, or do you have to oil them a lot of times?
I'd say oil them about every 10 to 15 minutes, especially the blades. But the actual oil thing, yeah, every 10 to 15 to 20 minutes. Are there any more questions? If not, this concludes my presentation.